Greetings everyone, this is Caps. I have no idea how well this is going to work out. Because I said I wanted to do some new style videos and I got some new equipment, so playing around with a new camera, new microphone. And I wanted to do something a little more interactive, so I'm going to show you. I'm just going to start off by just showing off some maps that I've got for D&D games. So I ran a fun map. Like, this is a nice island map. The colors make it really hard to see the different islands. Those are different kingdoms. I like creating my own world. I tend to like islands. Many different styles of map you can do. Just some of these actually have hex grid. Like this one actually translates directly into hexographer grid. But just want to show you sometimes you get sick of hitting a random button. Like, sure, it does good jobs. Different sites will do different ways. But I want to show you another method that I like. And I sort of showed it off on stream, but I didn't do the best job because I was stuck to a webcam. So here I can do a little better. And it starts off, you take a piece of paper and you draw, like you either draw out a shape. This one I started, and I started to draw up a little continent and draw it off. Or another way I've done it, now this is where it gets weird, so sorry. You tear it. And the reason I like to tear it is because then you get pieces that don't quite fit together again. And you get them as close to Pangea and mashed up sort of thing here, and then we get to play a little play Tectonic. So you just start by, this one drifts out to sea. That one drifts out to sea. You know, we're going to say this one, they actually collide into each other. That one drifts out in a ways. You kind of see where this is going, right? That one goes out to here. This one pushes up. This one pushes up and out. This one pushes up. Yeah, we'll say it like, just kiss it, that one. Oh, this little itty bitty one can sort of stay in the middle. And this is what's one of my kind of natural feeling continents to me. Move these two together and have that one like hinge off and split up that way. And there we go. I would take a picture of that and be like, boom, there's my world. Start off, it's a quick method. It's pretty fun. I should have shown, like, the whole process of tearing up paper is probably the longest part of it. We're cutting them out. But then after that, you just start to define it and be like, okay, if we're saying this here is like the tropical band, well, we know about what weather's around there. Then it gets drier and wetter and colder, different directions. And you fill out biomes from there, mountain ranges where either, like this one might not say like that. This one could like crunch up, and now there's some mountains there. Or it can stay the same shape and there's mountains there too, but you get the idea. Where these have intersected, there's likely either a mountain or a fault, like a fissure. And then someone looking back who figures out the shape of these landmasses might try to figure out, like, hey, these actually sort of went together at one point. Kind of like how it actually works. And that is absolutely how I created this map here, which is going to be really hard to see, with the exception of like that one island that just wanted an island with a mega dungeon. And the different shapes of the kingdoms, shapes of the islands. And you don't need to have a fancy map. Like, that could be your world map. you're gonna go with like this hand-drawn one I love, so I'm gonna show it up a bit. Like I got it done by an artist I haven't talked to in ages. And the thing I like about it best is that it's as accurate as a hand-drawn map can be. But it's like, there's no details about who lives on that island, or if anyone lives on that island. There's a rough idea of what kingdoms are there, but that information can be imperfect. It can be the information from somebody who, like, they've sailed around, they've seen the shape, or they had information from somebody who's seen the shape. When we're done here, I'm going to take a picture of this and use it for my session 0. This is going to be a short video, because that's basically it. I just want to show off one of my way of making maps that I don't think it's shown off as much. It takes a little bit more effort than, say, setting up than hitting the random button on Worldographer or Hexographer. It doesn't take a ton of effort, though. And I think it gives you something a little more unique, a little more you. But it's not as bad as sitting there trying to draw it all out and figure it all out. You just take a picture of that, or even trace it onto another piece of paper. Yeah, I think that's about it. After that, I divide it up. You'd start filling out details, decide who lives where, what the motivations are. I tend to like to zone things out, saying like, well, if I were to start this off in a sandbox and say like, go back to this example here. Say these two, like this area here is where I expect 1st to 5th level players to be, and then maybe they start focusing over here, or if I want to keep it zoomed out, it's like, oh yeah, then it's there, and then it's there. But that's just one of many ways. Alright. Hopefully this didn't turn out too bad. I'll take a look at it and decide. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Till next time. Take it easy.